Hello and welcome back to Lord of the Rings Realms in Exile. I took a few days off, and in those days off I have figured a few things out, so I think we will get back to the dormant phase and kill the Balrog in our next attempt. Believe, lads! Believe. The first thing I figured out is the huge influx of angry points, I'm gonna call them, is because of the expeditions as some of you suggested. I have tested it a little bit, and that is true. So, when we see someone going on an expedition, my plan, if we look here, so, Muradin's expedition is probably going to attract a lot of people. He does follow the Balrog as well, which I disagree with. So, every time we see this, I'm going to revoke the title. This is because it stops the expedition, but also, I need less vassals. It's not so much of the problem that all of my vassals are building. It's more so the problem that they're all going to expeditions. So, if I revoke this, we can try our best. Only a 15% chance this will succeed. I have a lot of vassals that don't like me. If they rebel and rise up against me, that might be a good opportunity to revoke a bunch of titles. Then we can guarantee that we get towards the dormant phase. I might also just make a few of my brothers or whatnot powerful, the ones that do like me. And it should be fine. I mean, they could build more buildings, but the buildings isn't really the thing causing us problems, is it? Right, let's go ahead and revoke this. Hopefully he says yes. Somehow I think he's going to say no. And then just as I predicted, war has come to Khazad-Dum. To my liege, may you live in harmony and contentment. It seems there is no recourse for a dispute other than to settle it on the battlefield. They only have 1,000 men. They do have a few Kraban as gifts, but we have much more. They have great siege engines. I don't have any of those yet, I don't think. We could call on our allies in Erebor. I don't think we need them. Also, before I forget, some of you asked to see how the dwarves are going on in the west. They are still going strong. They are not serving Sauron or the forces of evil, which is very good to see. I think Erebor's also going strong. Yeah, I mean, of course they're going strong because I can bloody call on them in war. You fool. Right, let's raise the men. This is going to be expensive, so let's organize the armies. This is going to be very expensive. Isbad Alwis the Brave. 41 commander advantage. I could also call on Erebor if I absolutely needed to. I don't think I do need to do that. Also, another thing I need to do, let's get a perk, and then we're going to swap over to diplomacy, because we need to get ourselves an elf friend. I also need a new steward. Uncle, you hate me, but welcome to the council of Khazad-Dum. I demand your allegiance and your service to the mountain. Let's go 5 times speed, otherwise it's going to take a bloody 8. So this expedition should get cancelled because they are in war. 10 months to siege is not amazing. We're not in the minus for gold, at least, which is good. The struggle for Moria catalyst has been triggered. So the active phase did take a massive jump. I think they completed the expedition, even though I declared war. But the good news is they shouldn't be able to join future expeditions once I imprison them, take all their gold, and take all their land. My courtier Iri has insisted on seeing me, even though I have made it known that I'd rather be alone. My charming husband. It has now been a long while since you last showed yourself at court. We all tried to do our best to maintain appearances in your absence, but a Khazad-Dum court cannot function without the Isbad in attendance. Do you know what? I think it's finally time for a royal court appearance. Let us deal with this stuff. We'll get rid of this. What is this? Dwarling is no longer welcome in my court. Dwarling does like me, though. He is my guest. He's doing stuff with my wife, I think. Oh, bloody hell. It remains the same. I didn't manage to do it. What's this as well? Go shove your sky needle up your lofty backside. It sounds funny, so I'm doing it. We're not going to hold court, so we're probably going to get that event again, but that's fine. Right, 3 months to siege here. They have better siege equipment than me. In fact, I might call on my allies in Erebor. They're not currently fighting any wars. So the dwarfs and the Durins of Erebor shall march to the Durins in Khazad-Dum, and together they will fight against those dwarfs. who serve the Balrog and betray their kin. We must show them that House Durin is still strong and will succeed. Mordor is growing, as you saw in the intro as well, which I'll be honest, some of you may think my optimism is misplaced, but I think we can still beat Sauron. In fact, I will defeat Sauron. Just you wait and see. If I'm wrong, then come back and edit this out later. One day I am approached by Bomber and Regin. They tell me that they have recently had terrible, calamitous dreams. They do not remember the fine details, just shadow and fame, and a bone-deep terror. They think it must surely be the Balrog's influence, reaching even into their dreams, warning them away from this place. They ask now for my counsel and guidance. Lads, the Balrog fears us. They're still frightened, the bloody cowards. You have nothing to be frightened of. We have discovered the Ermine cloaks. What does that give us? That gives us plus 20 vassal limit. Okay, nice. Very useful. What am I looking at? I'm currently doing court officials. Domain taxes. Yes, I'm going to keep doing this. We must have been exposed to the other one. We've already got intrigue going on again. Intrigue is back in Khazad-Dum and Moria. Moria's the elven name for Khazad-Dum, isn't it? So I keep floating between the two of the names. You guys are just going to have to deal with that. It's whatever pops in my head first. Right, Erebor is on their way. They are sieging much faster than me, so that will be useful. We're winning the war, though. Greetings, my sensible liege. I've been hosting your Chancellor, Balin, for several weeks, and he has helped me truly see the splendor of the realm under your rule. I am blessed to have such great servants. This makes me very happy. We got another stewardship perk. Right. Let's go ahead and get war profit here. Monthly income while at war, plus 10%. And then I'm going to swap over to diplomacy. Let's get majesty focus for the prestige. We need defensive negotiations, and we need befriend. I need to get an elf friend, a best friend. And also the alliance will help as well. Also, if I can befriend Glorfindel, that would be useful. Some of you may know Valadar from my House Black River series, or also just his Cities of Wonder mod as well. He's very active in multiple modding communities. He has made a mod that slightly changes the success chance of killing the Balrog, and I think it can go up to like a 50% chance, maybe 60%. So a few things have been added, which we will go over when the time comes. It's not OP or anything, but I do think people don't want to sit through too many more failed attempts, so hopefully we can get it within the first 1 or 2 attempts with the mod. The first time it happened, I barely even gave it a moment's notice. But my uncle Bruno has grown bolder. I shall give him tasks which are impossible to complete. And I have gained a manipulation hook on my uncle. We could use that in some upcoming wars or whatnot. Did I already siege this? I guess so. Alright, let's go ahead and get this as well. Somehow we are winning the war, even though they're out sieging me. I think it's because they can't get to all of my mainlands over here, which is very nice. There's no more expeditions firing at the moment, probably because we are in war. So even though the active phase is leading, I do think we'll get back to dormant. It's fine. Many treasures lay in the depths of Moria. Some of these artifacts have been discovered, removed from their fellows, shattered, as if thrown to the ground with a great force. Some of the craftsmen in my realm think they can restore the relics, but warn that it will cost both time and gold, and that even if successful, they will never be what they once were. We cannot lose our ancient heritage. Let us spend a little bit of gold and repair them. 2 more weeks and then we're done with this siege. 83% war score. The Dwarves of Erebor are chasing them down. Let's cut them off. The good thing about the mountains here is when you have 2 armies working together, they have nowhere to run except to the orc lads. So we are going to absolutely crush them. House Durin has come down with an iron fist and axe on those who will serve the Balrog. Let's enforce the demands. We can imprison all of these. In fact, no, we do imprison everyone who joined the rebellion, which is very nice. To my liege, blessings upon you and your house. I know when I am defeated, it seems I am left with no choice But to comply with your demands, so be it. Let us disband the men. What I can also do is increase control in... Was it the East Hall that is lacking control? Yes, so let's go ahead and do that. That's just over here. And now we can deal with the prisoners. How did we do in the water? We lost 500 dwarves, killed 700. A lot closer because we're not just fighting mere goblins and orcs this time. But we have dealt with the traitors. And that is what matters. Right, where's my dungeon? Muradin, I know you are a Durin, but I must revoke your titles. It doesn't cause tyranny, which is good. But I cannot have more of these expeditions firing off. Miofritnir, your title's gone because I can't pronounce your name. And you're about. Bruno, also a Durin, my uncle. Not only do you serve the Balrog, but you did rise against me. Leomi, you must lose your title as well. Now, unfortunately, I don't think we can banish them to get all of their gold. Alliance invalid with Bruno. That's probably fine. And you don't have any titles. Right. So Muradin has 113 gold. However, if I negotiate release, I can't banish him. What I can do is demand his conversion and tell him to renounce his claims. Do we have golden obligations? Let me check that a moment. So if I go stewardship, yes, of course I do. We were just in that tree. So getting a hook would also be good as well. So at least we can get some of that. Okay. So Muradin, because you do serve the Balrog, I want you to convert. I want you to renounce your claims. And I want a hook. He won't get the hook. Okay. I'll tell you what. Convert and renounce your claims and that will be enough. Miofdanir, convert. Give me a hook. Renounce claims? No, but he gives me a hook. Let's do that. Bruno also serves the Balrog. What is this? Convert and give me a hook. And then Leomi, I'll ransom you for your 10 gold. Alf, you don't really have anything, do you? No. I mean, he won't accept a weak hook either. Right, you're in house arrest. We'll have to leave you there for now then. That's just the way it goes. So these tools have low durability. Let's repair those then. Let's get that over and done with. It is a purple, so I want to keep that. Also, we are over our domain limit. So I need to choose who gets more land. My brother, Duin. He doesn't like me too much. But he is my brother. Foreign, what? Convert. Stop serving the bloody Balrog. He's in it. I'm thinking of giving my brother some more land. So if we grant titles, you can hold 3 more titles. If I give you those 3, and then we do something like this, I'm only 1 over my limit now, so I should only lose 20%. I can also station men-at-arms, but let's unpause first and get this over and done with. Right. So we're going to get all of these hooks. Hopefully a few of my family members have swayed away from the Balrog. And now we can demand payment. So there's 100 gold. So at least we get some of their gold. And the good news is they can't spend it on expeditions now as well. So let's also remember that. Right, we do have some more land over here. You do like me. But so do you. I'm going to give you another title. In Durin's way. Please, guys, do not host any more bloody expeditions. I still have a lot of vassals. We have 10 vassals. So I may have to still do some revoking down the line. I gained 150 additional taxes. Very nice. Let us save that. Another thing I did experiment with. There is a cooldown to this. I didn't work out the cooldown exactly. Because to be frank, I didn't feel like it. It would have took too long and it would have been too draining. So if you want to test out yourselves, feel free. But if I was a guide channel, maybe I would be inclined to do that. But I'm not. I'm just here to have some fun. And that's fair. I stand above my subject as a sovereign ruler, unequaled in the realm. Dressing the part with resplendent garments and jewelry would serve as a subtle reminder to everyone that I am in charge. Only traditional raiments are more than enough. There we go. So we gained diplomacy and stewardship, which is very nice. We're on our way to our first diplomacy perk. And it looks like we have some peasants rising against us as well. Oh dear. Or populists, sorry. And we've discovered a schemer as well. Bloody hell. I can flagellate. Well, I'm not going to do that. I've gained stress because of the bloody Balrog again. It's all happening. Dormant phase is 30 points behind. Yeah, exactly. No, 20 points behind. That's not too bad. I don't think we're going to need to colonize and whatnot. Although if we could do that, then it starts the cooldown sooner. There's another expedition, so we're going to have to deal with this. My dear friend, I've discovered that whoever's inherited contract obliges him to more than you have collected. And it is time to right this wrong. Who is hosting the expedition? Is bad Wrecker the Timid? It is time that you give up your title. This is tyrannic, but if it stops the expedition, it stops the expedition. There we go. So we've revoked that. This should disappear. There we go. So we will avoid this, which is nice. Do you like me? You do. Groin. I'm going to give you some more titles. Now, this does mean they will earn more gold. However, there will be less dwarfs going to the expedition, so I think that's fine. Because, isn't it +5 for an expedition? Let's see. I've already scrolled past. Yeah, +5. Completed a mining expedition. The less vassals we have for this, the better. We don't need to flagellate right now. I'm not betrothed, but I'm going to wait till I become of age. How old am I? 58. So only 12 more years and then I can finally marry. We do have 52 prowess, so that's 5% success chance there, which is very nice. You have finished increasing control. So let's get you back on training the commanders. Overall, I think we're doing okay. Religious head has been established. That's nothing to do with us, though, so we can ignore that. And we are... Okay. My vassals are still angering the Balrog a little bit. And there is... I just gave you land. And then you host a bloody expedition. I can't revoke his title. I can. But I can't revoke this one because I recently gave it to him. Okay. I kind of made my own bed there. There's nothing I can do about that one. What I can do, though, is let's do a wave of colonization. It will cost us a little bit of gold, guys, but that's fine. And then I should be able to abandon these, and they all should trigger +10 for us. So let's go ahead and do that. And then if we need to do this again in emergency, at least we've started the cooldown for that. However long that may be. So the dormant phase is now leading. Although don't expect that to last because 9 or so dwarfs are about to do an expedition. Diplomacy perk is available. Let's get befriend. We can begin befriending people. Where is Glorfindel? He's over here. Look at how many traits he has. This is definitely a man I want to be my friend. Also, some of you... someone said this is not the same Glorfindel that slayed the Balrog. That's not true. I have been informed that it is the same, except he died, and then he was reborn in the West and then came back to Middle-earth. So it is the same guy in spirit. So I was lied to there. That's one of the joys of doing YouTube. You hear so much conflicting information. You never quite know what's right. Maybe I misread the comment though as well. So that's possible knowing me. But it is the same Glorfindel who slew a Balrog in history. So befriending him will also give us a little bit more success chance, which makes sense. He's an experienced man. We need him on our side. Dormant phase is still leading, but I don't think the mining expedition has triggered yet. Wait, I can become a lunatic? Much lurks in the darkness of the depths of the world, some innocuous and just as many not so. I walk through a lower level of the hold, a small lantern my soul lights. So far down, few venture here these days. And for good reason, the very shadows seem disquiet, and at times even feel malicious. I hear a distant noise, but cannot pinpoint the direction. A shiver runs down my spine as I spin hurriedly and move my head to and fro, desperate to find the source of the noise. Yet for all my searching, I found naught. Yet the shadows feel even deeper than before. Who goes there? I don't... Okay, I didn't become a lunatic, but I am becoming more stressed. Bloody hell, that's lucky. Who's my regent? Let's see. Succession score. I'm going to go for Duin, my brother. He is selfless, and he would be excellent as well. Also, his succession score was 1 away from 69. So, in my eyes, that makes him more than worthy. Yeah, active. Okay, we had the expedition trigger. So now we're losing this. That's a lot of points. We need to shut down these expeditions when they pop up, really. As soon as we can. My friend Balin approaches me as I am sitting by the window. You haven't been the same since what happened, my friend. Perhaps you need someone to talk to. I could be that someone. He continues gently. Do you know what? Balin, thank you. I have been feeling very stressed lately, and that's exactly the kind of chat I needed. I appreciate that. We're getting in 5 months, and then we maybe befriend Glorfindel. That would be nice. And then becoming best friends as well also gives a bit more chance of killing it, I think. So we'll try that. I've been searching and searching, but Glorfindel and I seem to have absolutely nothing in common. Without any common ground, how do I even begin to build a friendship? With effort, I will come to understand him. It is paramount for the future of Khazad-Dum. What's this? Your son joins my court, but he doesn't become... Honor commander, but I believe he might have a say in the matter beforehand. Your son is welcome to my army. He doesn't become my... Oh, he does become my marshal, but I can't fight him. Weren't you already my marshal? Oh, Always is so much better, though. I mean, I can't fire you in 20 years or we get opinion penalty, but that's fine. You're good enough. And we actually do have a very skilled council, which makes me happy. Some moments must be recorded forever. The time that my friend Morphnet and Balin threw me a surprise birthday party is one of them. 165 gold. There's no time for this. And quite frankly, there's not a need for it either. This is what I'm interested in. Getting this to the dormant phase. That's what I'm interested in indeed. My half-sister Diamond has been crawling with her brother Isbad Oric for days. Just now I can overhear them arguing in the next room over. Unbelievable! How could a cur like you believe you are the ideal manifestation of Duin family virtues? I am clearly far more deserving of that distinction than you are. Brother, sister. No fighting in the family, come on. As I walk into the room, Diamond turns to face me. I am glad you are here, Sigurd. Would you please talk some sense into your half-brother, Oric? He's being completely unreasonable. Shame on you, Oric. Oric hates me in a way, so let's piss him off a little bit more. And I have made a friend with Glorfindel, which is very nice. Right, let's also try and befriend Elrond. I think he would also be a good elf to accompany us. And then Galadriel, even though she's a bit of a drunkard. In fact, she's a familial kinslayer. Okay. Galadriel's making moves there. Interesting. She's a bit melancholic now as well. I guess living forever gets you eventually once you've lived several thousand years. Right, we are behind. Good news, I don't see any expeditions on the horizon yet. So we will wait a little bit before we do our little colony mini game. Once I have departed this world, my brother Duin shall rule in my stead. Unfortunately, rumors of Duin's stone cold heart have been spreading around my court. It makes me wonder if he will manage to retain my vassal's support once I am gone. I can attempt to rectify his flaws, so let's see. He needs to work on his compassion, work on their honor, work on their generosity, or work on their forcefulness. I think a bit of compassion would go a long way. Venture into the streets and talk to the poor. Let's see if we can help him remove callous or not. I'm delighted to see the changes in Duin. While he was disinterested at first, the tales of those poor creatures we met seemed to have stirred something in his heart. On our way home, he sat in silent contemplation and has not seemed quite so callous since then. So he loses the trait callous, and instead he has become humble. Duin does not ask for much in life. My brother, lovely beard, by the way. Man, dwarves are by far my favorite fantasy race, like in every universe. But I wish I could grow a beard like a dwarf. I cannot grow facial hair to save my life. I've been growing my facial hair for like a year now, and it's laughable how little there is. Let's repair this. It's going to cost us 75 gold, but it is giving us bonus stats. We have low county control somewhere. That is over here. Right. I recently obtained this, didn't I? So let's go ahead and work on that. We can also convert the bloody faith. Wait, all of this converted? Oh, you bloody fools. Wait, you serve... Okay, you don't serve the Balrog, so it's not your fault. It's whoever had this land before. So let's work on converting all the dwarfs back to... what are they doing? Right. We're on 97. No expeditions. Do you think we've reached the cooldown limit for colonies? Possibly. Good news is, I just received word that Elrond wants to become our friend. So, Galadriel, I'm going to try and befriend you as well. And hopefully, one of these three I can become best friends with. We will try. I think that's just down to RNG, really, and getting the event. Who's pissing off the Balrog now? Uncle, stop it. Hello. Drop near the ill-tempered. He brought me a gift of 50 gold. It's very much appreciated. I think we should try and colonize. Let's see. Okay, the cooldown has expired. Very nice. This makes me happy. So let's get to work on getting ourselves back to the dormant phase. I think that's okay to leave it there. As long as we... If I see an expedition come up, then we have this colony that we can still abandon and whatnot there. There we go. Look, dormant phase. People are working together now. Doing. My brother. Nice. All I want is to make Galadriel feel the joy of being around other people, yet the harder I try, the more she withdraws from me. Now she rarely even leaves her chambers. Galadriel. Pull it together, lass. Pull it together. Oh, I can become a lunatic again? I didn't, though, but... What is happening? It's a little bit scary. Right, 11 points to go. Someone just... Okay, people are pissing off the Balrog again. Oh, there's peasant uprisings, right. That would do it, because it's +5 every time there's a war declaration. But we just need one more yearly drift, which we're 9 months away from. And then we will go to the dormant phase. Which at that point, I need to work out our chance to kill the Balrog. I mean, we need an alliance first, so let's get fought for. We then need to get down to defensive negotiations, because being allied to an elf, I think, also helps. So we're working all out. Right, mining expedition. Who is this? Brother Auric. Number 1, I demand your bloody conversion. You... Serving the Balrog? What are you doing? Befriend gains progress. Okay, and we lose stress. Right, he's decided to convert, so he does like me more. Unfortunately, I can't revoke your bloody... I can't revoke his title. Because we have an alliance. And I don't think this is going to finish. If there's people going to that expedition, we will shortly be heading back to the active phase. Oh no, right. Galadriel's become our friend. That's good news. Oh, bloody hell. Auric, you bloody fool. We were so close to Dorman's phase as well. Oh, we triggered it. What did we get? Oh, Hurfa, my vassal, the tyrant, has seen the true way of thankfully getting rid of the Balrog. So we are going into the dormant phase now, which means we need to consider whether we want to kill this Balrog, but we can decide that towards the end. Let's make use of this new phase to build and whatnot first. I don't think I should build these. I don't think so. Because we might need this to get back down the phases again. If the Balrog becomes active. That's what we gotta remember. Phase has transitioned. Now, I don't get a refund if I kill the Balrog now. The good news is we're very close to 4,000 prestige, so we could just check it. And I know I don't have a son, but I do have 2 brothers. I have Duin, Longshanks, he's 62, and then of course Auric as well, who actually suddenly likes me a lot. Okay, nice. So we do have 2 brothers who can inherit the throne if I fail. So let's take a look at things. I won't do it yet, but I just want to see our chances. What am I looking for? relics, right. We get plus 5% for the helm. We also get plus 5% for the weapon now. That's something that was changed. We get some for the holdings we have. I think you get slightly more chance for having actual settlements and slightly less for colonies, but only 4 will be a colony. So that's fine. We get some for having an elf friend and a best friend. We don't have the elf best friend, though. And we do get a bonus for befriending Glorfindel. We don't have the alliance with the elves for that bonus yet, so we need to get an alliance. That, though, I'm waiting on this. So, we save our gold. We try to prolong this as much as possible. And then Uzbad Sigurd the Strong will try his best to defeat the Balrog. If we can wait 7 years as well, we could get a wife with really good martial just to try to get this up. Which would be nice. And a grand tournament. Wait, what? Oh, that's down here in Galadriel's lands. Right. I thought a dwarf was hosting a grand tournament then. And I was awfully confused for a moment. My courtier Iri is insistent on seeing me, even though I have made it known that I would rather be alone. I've already visited the court today. What more do you bloody want? Leave me alone. I do have some events in here, though. That was a bit like it did. Let's see. Let's just get rid of this. Yeah, I don't need any secret entrances. Get out of here. I have a new court artifact as well. What do I have in here? The house banner. Let's see. Durin's bowl. I don't think we need this. Let's go ahead and repurpose that. Also, the fine bowl. We're not making use of that, so let's repurpose that as well. Everything else we'll keep for now, though. I still feel so bad we took all of these. Bastion of Khazad-Dum. We took all of these artifacts and we sold so many. Let's seek a new successor. That's going to cost us a little bit of prestige. But that's okay. I can station men-at-arms. So let's go ahead and station these fellas. There we go. We got to be ready for the war with Mordor as well. Let's not forget about that. But one thing at a time. First, we need to slay the Balrog. What's this? We're gaining stress with everything here. Bomber becomes my friend, sure. Bomber. I love the name. I love the Bomber in the series as well. By the way, guys, I've read the first 5 chapters of The Hobbit now. And I must say, the tone just feels completely different to the movies. I actually find myself chuckling quite a lot reading the book so far. I love it. My Lawmaster can no longer continue with converting the faith. Is that because it's been done by someone else? I think so. So let's convert the faith here. My vassals are doing a marvelous job with that. The first time it happened, I barely even gave it a moment's thought, but my uncle Thorin has grown bolder. His challenges no longer pass unnoticed at the council table. He is testing my limits. The others are sure to follow unless I give him a taste of his own medicine. I think all problems will be blamed on him. But I failed to manipulate him, so that doesn't look so good on me now. But I mean, he already hated me, so not much has actually changed there. No one is contributing to this, apart from Duin. So we have plenty of time to come of age, I think. Get the alliances and whatnot that we need before we attempt to slay the Balrog. And then the good news, if the worst case scenario I do fail, Duin is not that far away from coming of age and then getting a wife and having children as well. We've received another birthday party. Let's take the biggest gift. That's an axe. I will sell the axe for the extra gold. Thank you very much. You've finished converting the faith. No. You finished increasing control. So let's train the commanders. And I can train for a tournament. So let's do that. I become strong. And I gained 1 prowess. That takes me up to 55 prowess. We might even be able to get a 60 prowess, lads. That would be a whole extra 1%. Some of you were saying, oh, JBD, you should get more martial and prowess. But when you need 10 just for 1% chance, guys, I don't think it matters that much. You gotta factor in, if you're gonna fail anyway, I feel like just move on to the next character and whatnot. But I mean, there's multiple ways to play. It's a sandbox, you know. Play it however you want. I'll play it however I want. And hopefully we can all kill the Balrog and defeat Mordor. That's the hope. That's the plan. Right, how are things coming along? We've almost got another diplomacy perk. That's what I want. Nephi wants to serve me. Only 11 prowess, but I won't turn away a dwarf willing to fight for the Durins in Khazad-Dum. The help will be very much appreciated. Let's get defensive negotiations. Can I move back to stewardship now? I can, but let's go to martial. Let's go chivalry focus. Stalwart leader here gets +4 prowess. That would take us above 60 for another 1% chance. So I will do that. Also, Elrond. Let's see, who's stronger? Elrond or Galadriel? Probably. Oh, we already have a defensive alliance here. Right, Elrond, I'm going to ask you for an alliance. Yes. Wait, but if I already have a defensive alliance with you, how did we get that? When did we get that? Without the perk? I don't know. Aragorn. Oh, no, it's not Aragorn anymore. Son of Aragorn. High King Hostamir. Would you like a defensive alliance, my friend? Let us do it. Let's get a defensive alliance with the Kingdom of Arnor. I feel like this is the last bastion of defense against the Mordor. I mean, we have the Elf King as well. I always forget his bloody name and I can't pronounce it. Let's have a crack at that. Thranduil, the Elven King. He has a big military now, actually. In fact, he did beat Mordor already in war. If we could get him on our side. I mean, Galadriel's growing in power as well. 32 gold a month. If you compare that to Sauron, he's getting -24 gold a month now. But he has so many orcs. Look at his prestige, 83,000. Also, some of you said murder Sauron. You can't do that. He's actually immune to murder plots. I think it would be kind of broken, right? With like 2,000 AI or NPCs trying to murder him. One of those is going to succeed. And I think the battle for Middle-earth would be over very quickly. My vassal Glony approaches me with such a falsely contrite expression that I already fear his next words. 240. Oh, he pays for it. So he loses 200 gold and gets a weak hook on me. He's going to get himself on my council. I have no need for your help. I do not want to give away hooks. Artifacts have low durability. I can... Bloody hell, that's expensive. I will pay it. And the statue... Oh, let's repair this. Because isn't this the statue? Oh, no. Oh, no, that's not the statue of Elrond's brother. That's a statue of me. Ah, bloody hell. Right, the Bastion of Khazad-Dum needs a successor. Well, didn't we already look for this? Killy, conserve. Wait, but didn't it pop up? Gift artifact. An ancient plaque. I mean, I will accept. But... I will politely also repurpose that. Mining expedition. It's okay. We're in the dormant phase, so I don't mind the mining expedition too much. Also, we'll be able to see how much that's going to contribute. Right now, we're at 10. Yes, I thought that updated, but it didn't. So right now, we're at 10. How old am I now? 66. We're getting closer. Soon I can have a wife. I think we wait to... Oh, not... Okay, I said I was fine with one expedition, lads. Can we slow down a bit here? I mean, it should equal the same in a way, right? Because they can't go to both. So it shouldn't matter too much. But slow it down a little bit. I still need a little bit more time before we can crack on with what I wanted to do. We don't have a best friend yet either. Can I make someone my best friend? Like, if I go to Glorfindel. No, I can't make him my best friend, can I? I don't think there's an option to do that. I have so many friends. I never thought I would say that. But at least in this playthrough I do. Yeah, we can't really do that, right? I can still negotiate a defensive alliance somehow. Which is interesting. Would the Elf King want a defensive alliance? No, he hates me. Why? Difference in military strength. Understandable, but I think you're underestimating dwarven prowess. What about Erebor? We have the increased diplomatic range. I can get a defensive alliance with the dwarfs of Erebor. Let's do that. I think that's huge, and we will work together. They came to my aid, and I will come to their aid. We still have that one with Galadriel as well, so we haven't lost anything, only gained. Right. Things are looking good. We gained 30 angry points there as well. Oh, dear. Right, we lose a little bit of stress. That's all cool. We are gaining martial perks as well. So that's going to give us another +4 prowess when the time comes. Already wants to join my court. 25 prowess. Welcome in, lad. We actually have really good champions right now. Like 34 prowess, 33, 30 is very strong. Who's the strongest in Middle-earth? Let's see. If we sort by prowess, that would be Glorfindel, 100 prowess. And another mining expedition. Guys, I know I said I was fine with this, but please slow down. Please. Oh, you bloody idiots. I might get a martial lifestyle perk. Let's try it. We're going to try and tame a pony here. And there we go. We got a warhorse. That's going to give us prestige and prowess. We got a perk. So that's going to give us prowess. We are now up to 63 prowess. That's another 1% chance. Huge. Let's see. I think... a name inspired by history. Ooh, this would get him on our side. But let's do this one. We're going to name the horse Fatty Lumpkin as the pony that is ridden by the mysterious Tom Bombadil. What? Maybe I need to read up on that. But what a name. What a name. Okay. We have enough prestige to trigger that twice. The expeditions are killing me, though. They're giving me a lot of points. We're kind of doing okay with this, but the tempo has picked up a bit. And we're 68. So actually, less than 2 years, we can get a wife. My martial groin has been shown off a promising new recruit. Biffa, 21 prowess. Welcome to Khazad-Dum, my lad. You have come just in time because the preparations to slay the Balrog have begun. As I tour the streets of Durin's Hall, surrounded by my usual entourage of guards and courtiers, I see something which gives me a cause to stop and gasp. A peasant beggar with nothing to protect himself from the elements but mud and rags stares back at me with desperate pleading eyes. Do you know what? Join my court. I mean, he's a mastermind philosopher. Why not? How is my court physician doing? Yeah, he is on advanced research, right? And he's excellent at it, so I won't replace you, actually. Which is a good idea. What's this? No, this has gone too far now. Gone too far. People are taking advantage of my food. I'm not happy. Today I'm observing Durin as he trains some of his new levies, but the recruits under his command resemble a disorganized mob more than an army. I look on as he struggles to gain control of the situation, clearly pushed to his limits. While it's never easy to train new soldiers, he seriously needs to do better than this. Do you know what? Let's cheer him up after the training is over. It's fine. We'll cut him in a little bit of slack. But he needs to improve in the future. Right, another martial perk. Is there anything that gives me prowess right away? No. Where is the next bit of prowess? It's going to be all the way down at bloody Gallant, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. And is there anywhere else? I mean, not that's obtainable. So, I think in that case... Let's get Chivalric Dominus, Knight Effectiveness, and Accolade Glory gain, so our champions are stronger if we have another rebellion. It's too early to switch away from Martial, and we're not going to gain too much more from it, but once we get another perk, hopefully we can change. That's if we haven't tried to slay the Balrog yet. We lost a little bit of stress, though. We're enjoying the sunshine on the mountainside. And we're about to go for a lovely picnic as well. I gotta prepare myself, lads. I need to be happy. A happy belly is a happy dwarf. We should all know this by now. The evil Mirofnir makes my blood boil. How could my house see fit to curse the earth with his worthless wickedness? He has become my rival. Always time for a little intrigue and rivalness and whatnot. And I have become ill. Not enough time for illness, though, for Christ's sake. Do no more than what is necessary. Please make me better soon, though, because that's losing me prowess. Ah, bloody hell. I gained focused reading for 5 years. Learning +1. We should be healed soon. We have a very good physician. I at least want to be well before I slay the Balrog, because I have a feeling it might affect success chance. And there we go. We are well once more. Another mining expedition. They're really trying to get back to the wandering phase, aren't they? And let's see. You're going to become my mentor. This makes me very happy. When do I turn 70? On the 26th of Eveneth, which is the 9th month, which is in 8 months' time. This is good. Uncle, welcome to Durin's Hall. I appreciate the gift of 75 gold. That's huge, actually. Thank you very much for that. We will have enough gold to colonize these 4 colonies before the ultimate attempt as well. I have a feeling 3rd time lucky. I'm telling you guys. It's a common theme in our series now. I lose Warhorse? No, let's heal. A War Pony. Let's heal the War Pony. I cannot have her being sick before the great battle. I think a pony will not ride into battle against a Balrog, though. Who knows? Oh! Durafror has become my nemesis. I imprison him because I gained the trait Disputed Heritage. Durafror burst into my throne room surrounded by a cloud of smoke. His calm eyes scour at the area around my head as he lazily walked towards me, cackling like a madman all the way. Imposter! That worthless scullion is not Uzbad Sigurd of Khazad-Dum. I am the real Uzbad Sigurd of Khazad-Dum. Though an obvious lie, my court seems somehow convinced that my true identity is thrown into dispute. As Durafror draws his weapon, it becomes clear violence is the only answer. You dare challenge me to a fight? There is only one king of the mountain, and his name is Uzbad Sigurd the Strong. What a joke. I am a direct descendant of Balin himself. And Durin. Let us kill this guy. Durafror and I stalk around each other, each weighing our options. He hefts a fearsome sword while I grip my own axe of Durin tightly. The deadly weapon feels cool and weighty in my grasp. This'll work just like it does in the legends. My form is good with only small errors, and Durafror's stance is failing already. I'll show you how I heft an axe. I already defeated him. And he's in my dungeon. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna bloody shave him as well. You got what you deserved. Trying to spread false rumors and usurp the rightful king of the mountain. As I open my eyes in the dark, I'm immediately overwhelmed by an ominous feeling. Is someone watching me? Wait, I want to become a witch? No. Be gone, demon. I will not fall for the tricks of the Balrog. Get out of my sight. Right, we are 70 years old. Let's find a good martial wife who probably doesn't have the lover's pox. Not a fan of that, I won't lie. Right. So let's see. I don't like arrogant, gluttonous. And that's it. You're none of those. You don't like arbitrary. And I'm not arbitrary. We are both gregarious. You're a little bit lazy, but that's fine. You are just. Udazir Admirans. Will you become my wife? And help me in my quest to slay the Balrog? To the benign Sigurd, I, Udazir, gladly accept your hand in marriage. May we find strength and support in our union, my benign husband. This is excellent news. Excellent news. Of course I'm collecting the tax. Let's put her on chivalry. And just like that... Damn it, we don't have 20 martial. I am close to another perk. Will anything give me a little bit of martial? No. Okay, that's unfortunate. So I think we are as high as we're going to get. We don't have a best friend elf, but that's fine. I could wait to have children, but then there's going to be a long-ass wait before they're 70. If the worst comes around, Durin is 69. 24 prowess. Once he gets the artifact, though, that will improve. 9 martial. It's a good base. He's got good stewardship. Good learning. But we don't need to think about that. Because Uzbad Sigurd the Strong The clue is in his nickname. He will be the dwarf to slay the Balrog. At the very least, let's go ahead and see what our chances are. The Balrog of Moria has been a blight on the kingdom since it awoke. It has laid waste to the region, killed hundreds, if not thousands, and driven the dwarves from their mountain homes. We must put an end to its foul existence forever. But dark fire will not avail you. Flame of Udun. 73%. Okay, that's huge. In my testing, it was only 45. But we've already died twice, so we're... I'm happy to see that. Third time though lucky, guys. Third time lucky. You gotta channel the urge to kill the Balrog. If we all believe, we can do it. Long have we labored, and now all is ready. Even if taken by surprise while slumbering, Durin's Bane would not fall lightly. It slew countless dwarves in the fall of Khazad-Dum, and there is not a dwarf realm of its like in the world today. Yet we have chosen the hard route, through shadow and flame, that we might avenge all of our fallen, and bring about a new dawn to these shadowed halls. Many years have been shed, many friends have been lost to bring us to this point. We stand now on the precipice of its slumbering lair. If we cross the threshold, there is no going back. Dwalin II and Thorin both attempted to slay the Balrog. I am the third dwarf to attempt such a feat. Barak, Khazad, Dubeka. Bad news is, we died. The good news is... I told you guys, third time lucky, every time, without a doubt. King Sigurd of Khazad-Dum has abandoned his mortal coil at 70 years of age. He was slain by Durin's Bane. A conscientious man, he was renowned for his excellent skills as a steward and a ruler, but more importantly, the dwarf who slayed the Balrog and really returned the mountain back to its former glory. Uzbad Durin ascends to the throne. A godly man, Durin is sure to impress the wardens with his extensive knowledge of Ainu Lindale. Oh, it feels good. I know we used the sub mod to help a little bit, guys, but views and stuff were dropping, and I think we're at the point where there's only so many times people can watch me failing, and especially as we do unedited content. I think third time lucky was pushing it, but we've done it. To the shock and amazement of all, Durin's Bane the Balrog has fallen at the hands of King Sigurd of Khazad-Dum. Long had the Balrog cast its shadow over the ancient dwarf realm of Moria, and few dared to brave its depths, allowing goblins and orcs to infest it. It was derided by many as foolhardy to try to reclaim the realm, deeming only a greater power than mere mortals able to accomplish the task. Yet Sigurd has proven such doubts wrong. Alas, like those few that have slain a Balrog before him, such as Glorfindel, Sigurd did not make it out of the fateful battle alive. For as the Balrog fell, it caught his leg with one last crack of its whip, sending them both tumbling to their depths in the bowels of the earth, lost forever. Glory to the sons of Ul, glory to the house of Durin, and glory to Uzbad Sigurd the Strong. And now, we move on to our next big goal. Number 1, taking back the Misty Mountains. There are still enemies, orcs, goblins that reside in our mountains. Number 2, we gotta go slap Sauron. We will not lose this. We will not lose this. Now, the good news is, everything I've been doing up to this point in regards to the struggle is gone now. So I do not need to worry about rebuilding vassals and all of that. It is such a big weight off of my shoulders that we can really start to rebuild the realm. But guys, I'm going to cut the episode there because we're almost hit an hour. At the beginning of the next episode, we're going to go over Durin, We're going to read his character, check his memories, and we're going to start taking back the Misty Mountains. Once we have the Misty Mountains, then it will be time to deal with Mordor. This is how Mordor started. This is Mordor now. I think it can still be done. But guys, let's go ahead to Durin's Hall. Unfortunately, I don't have... I think Legends of the Dead, if you paid for it, you would get paid funerals. I think I remember hearing that. Unfortunately, I don't have that yet. But let's go back to Durin's Hall. Let us sit and think about the dwarves we have lost on our journey so far. But let's also think about the glory that is yet to be had. Thank you for watching as always. I will see you next time.